Welcome viewers, this is Danny from LEGO Buff Productions, here with another episode of Clone Wars Rewind. And today we'll be taking a look at all of the commanding officers in the Grand Army of the Republic that were released in the Clone Wars line. Now these are some of my favorite minifigs from all of the LEGO minifigures out there, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. We'll go ahead and start off with this iconic Phase 1 Captain Rex. Some background on Rex. His number was CT-7567. He was the captain of the 501st Legion. He later became commander, but we'll talk more about that with the second version of this minifig. This one was available in 3 Clone Wars sets: the Battle for Geonosis, the ATTE, and then that jumbo pack that was that Comic-Con exclusive. I think that was back in 2008 towards the launch of the Clone Wars. So not many people have that one. Most people will recognize him from the ATTE set, since that was one of the first sets in the waves of the Clone Wars sets, and then later on in that Battle for Geonosis. There is also that, on each side of his helmet, you'll notice those holes. One you can put the rangefinder, and the other one you can put like the flashlight. And then we'll see on the other clone commanders and other clone officers, we'll see that they have like a visor piece there. This one has the dark bluish gray pauldron as well as waist cape, both made of that hard plastic, and the dark bluish gray blasters. And the cool part about this clone, unlike all the others, is that he does have a little bit of a stubble, just like we see in the actual Clone Wars TV series. So that was cool that LEGO added it in on top of just the regular clone face. Next up, we have Commander Fox, his number being CC1010. He was the commander of the Coruscant Guard. Unfortunately, he only came in one set, and that was at the beginning of the Clone Wars waves back in 2008, that being the Separatist Spider Droid. So he has the same gear as Rex, except he has that helmet visor instead of the rangefinder, but I want to show you the ornate detailing underneath his armor. So unlike Rex, who just had a plain white torso, Fox has this really ornate dark red printing all over his torso, making him probably one of my favorite commanders that we saw in the Clone Wars series. I also love this helmet print right here. I wish we would have gotten more clones with just those red helmets. That is awesome. Next up, we have Commander Wolffe, his number being CC3636. He served under Plo Koon with the 104th Battalion, nicknamed Wolfpack. And this might be the most detailed, except for the last one we'll take a look at today, the most detailed minifig from the series. We have leg printing, we have torso printing, and we have very intricate helmet printing. This is a departure we saw from the past clone figs in that there is no pauldron up there, as well as we now have the black blasters, waist cape, and rangefinder. Commander Wolffe actually lost his eye in combat, and LEGO went ahead and printed that on the fig, making a truly unique clone face. We see the stubble similar to Captain Rex's, as well as the scar across his lost eye. I took up the waist cape so you can also get a better look at those printed legs there on the bottom, and some better look at the printing on the back of the torso. Commander Wolffe was available in the Republic Frigate set that came out in 2011. Next up, we have Commander Gree, his number being CC1004. He served under Jedi General Luminara Unduli as commander of the 41st Elite Corps. This is the only minifig of all of the commanders that we see that has a regular blaster, no blaster pistols, as well as no waist cape, no pauldron, and then no rangefinder or visor. There is no special face print for him, and he was available in the 2012 Geonosian Canon set. Next up, we have perhaps the highest ranking clone we'll be taking a look at today, and this is Commander Cody Cc2224. He was the Marshal Commander of the 7th Sky Corps. He also personally led the subunit of that corps, the 212th Battalion. He was available in 2 sets, the Republic Attack Gunship in 2008 in that first wave, as well as the Geonosian Starfighter in 2011. Taking off all of his equipment, we can see a better look at the printing. Nothing on the back, just regular orange arms. And then we do have some printing on the front of the torso, pretty basic though, as well as some printing on his helmet. Again, similar to Fox, I wish we would gotten some other clones of this helmet so I could build my own kind of 212th squad. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. This is just a generic clone commander. We saw him in the iconic 2009 clone battle pack, as well as in the 2010 clone turbo tank. He's just a plain clone with the black pauldron, waist cape, visor, and pistols. I remember when I was younger, I'd kind of make up names for my own clone commander, and I would assign him to him since he didn't have his own story in the Star Wars universe. Next up, we have a really interesting choice from LEGO, and this is the Elite Clone Trooper and Commando Droid Battle Pack back in 2012, the ARC Trooper from that set. And ARC stands for Advanced Recon Commando. They were awarded this after they served with distinction on the battlefield. Now, this is an unnamed ARC Trooper. The closest one I could find him would be Commander Colt, but there are some differences, so I don't think LEGO is trying to create a Commander Colt here. This kind of armor was also the experimental armor that would serve as the basis for the Phase 2 armor that the clones would soon switch to. So this is the only time that LEGO ever made this helmet mold. It's really unique. I wish they would have made more ARC Troopers. There's a bunch of named ones, especially an iconic one that we see in the last season of the Clone Wars. But also, we meet a bunch of different ARC Troopers throughout the Clone Wars. He also has this kind of backpack going on there with some a brick-built assembly there. No unique face printing, but we do have, for the first time, these felt waist cape, as well as the felt pauldron. So that was the first time LEGO switched to something like that, and then they did the rest of the printing. I personally like this better than the hard plastic, so I'm glad that LEGO eventually switched this, and I hope with the upcoming Clone Wars sets that we see a return of this style. And finally, perhaps one of the most coveted LEGO minifigures at the moment, this is the Phase 2 Captain Rex. Now, this minifigure is quite unlike anything else. It is the first and only time LEGO made a commanding officer with the Phase 2 armor. So there's no like Commander Cody or Commander Fox or anyone else that has the Phase 2 helmet and armor. We have incredibly detailed printing here, and we again have the fabric waist cape as well as pauldron. I just love how that pauldron looks. It almost looks like it's from a customs company. That's how nice this figure looks. This is also a dirtied version of Captain Rex. So you can see there's kind of some mud up there on the front of the torso printing as well as in the back. And again, a lot of people might consider this to be the Commander Rex version. So the Captain Rex version, as we saw briefly in the final season of the Clone Wars. Taking off his helmet, you can see it is another unique face print, different from the Phase 1 version. It's a much darker filled in beard or stubble, and he was only available in one set, and that was the Bark Speeder with sidecar, released back in 2013. He also has, similar to the ARC Trooper, the updated blaster pistols instead of those older ones. This is kind of the newer design that looks basically like a miniature version of the regular blasters. That's going to do it for this video. Let me know down below in the comments which clone of all these officers is your favorite, which ones you have in your own personal collection, and which ones you would like to see LEGO make in future waves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos. Check out that Clone Wars Rewind playlist, and you can take a nostalgia trip down memory lane of all of these Clone Wars sets and minifigs. And don't be afraid to recommend what other sets and minifigs you'd like me to take a look at in future episodes. Have a great day.